Greetings. There is something mesmerizing about sitting in front of an empty sheet of white, clear paper, void of any blackness or shadow, save one, that of the doomed writer, that which does dawn and lord over the pristine canvas. There is something hypnotic about it, something maddening as our eyes adjust to see in this effervescent light of truth. And maybe, if you look closely enough, you find crevasse in the crevasseless, folds in the foldless, fold in the foldless. And when you shake with fear and shake the shakeful of anxious rage out, you might just see it. Miles and miles upon paper used, of binding bound and ink struck, enough to wrap the world in this white, that where no adjective or pronoun can be added, for it is white, and it is thus. There is some bright marvel in the color white, let alone the magics of paper and the human mind. There is something there, and it is deeply saddening to see others who cannot look at such and scream in profound revelation that which has been hidden to them, concealed by only themselves and the metallic, rusty, salty rings of metal, that which cage their starved minds. Emboldened, truly, they are by their blandness of imagination, by their unabashed sense of forgetfulness, of this arrogant notion that they know what seems to be known. Who are you? Who are you, I say, to know these knowns? You are foolish, and you are tardy, unfit for a world of white, of truth and justice. This much has been known to me. This singular truth I now know to be true. This thin line, that which could not be clearer to me now, it has revealed itself to me thus. Justice for all, and truth for the blind, it has told me. It has made me sure. And for that, I am gladness. I am gladness entire. Read, I said to my son, who had not yet reached the age of 10. I said unto him, read. I slammed his rancid head onto the paper of clear white. I said to him, read. And all he could do was cry. Cry! How foolish, how destroying. I said unto him again, read. But what did he say in return? He spoke to me like he knew. He who had not yet reached the age of fragile 10. He told me, there is nothing to read. The gall, his very fiber, it betrayed him. How stupid, how bull-headed was I to think he was my spawn, that he was birthed for to tell me that I am the foolish. I slammed his head again onto the white paper. He fell down like some sort of man who knew. He did not know. He did not know. Who was he? Who was he to tell me that he knew? I locked him away in a room of white, padded with white and colored with white. No windows to see others, no color besides the graceful, august presence of His Majesty. I went outside and nearly spit on a passing charlatan wearing red. How foolish, how destroying. I walked further and arrived at the Church of the White, where many of my friends had come to hear my sermon. Greetings, I said unto them. They said not. I said, welcome to his presence, and they smiled with their clack hands. I began. Void is he of any impurity, of any mangy, rotten help. He does not need us, but in turn we need him. It was he who saved me, my childhood and my child. He has saved me many times. When I found myself begging to my father to use his stoked anger to not jam the fire stoker into mother's arm, to not make me watch, it was he did I find in solace, a quantum, nay, a particle of solace. He has saved many, many. He has saved many. Rejoice, rejoice, I say, people, rejoice. My soothing voice echoed throughout our shoddy gathering, but, well, they said not. How sad, how destroying. I came home and set myself down and heard the cries of the jesting fool, that which was my spawn, begging to be let out. How foolish. I loaded a bullet into my slender and sleek pistol. Beautiful in its own right, not as much as the white, however. I walked to his cretin lair and looked him in his weeping eyes. Worthless, I said as I shot him in the body. I unloaded one more shot, and one more, and one after that, until it began clicking harmoniously. I had run out of ammunition. I loaded it once more. I shot again, and once more. It ran out again. I tried to find more, but I had run out. His worthless carcass lay bleeding on my white floor, spoiling it even in its end. I picked it up and slammed it down onto my operating table. I had once been a doctor of the foolish arts. I picked it apart. I reveled in the fine art of it. His organs were putrid, rotting. His face was riddled with bullet holes. I shook at the anger. Who dared harm my child, whom I had loved so dearly? I was surrounded in some madman's lair, scribblings etched all along the walls. White, 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 it said, continuously. I opened a drawer and pulled out a sheet of clear white paper, blankly. I stared at it. And I found something inside. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what I saw? Something unseen and something waiting. It looked at me with this coiled body, this endless leviathan. Something had awaited me. Judgment? No. Pain? No. Clarity. I held the beautiful paper up to my face and pushed myself against it. Let me in, I screamed. I shook. How foolish. I rushed back up and quickly covered my boy's organs with the white paper. It bled right through it. How foolish. I walked outside and laughed. People stared. People watched. People did what people do. I stumbled and I fell. I saw. God be damned. I saw. I wish it had not seen it. Tell me. Tell me. Do you? Do you wish? I held 2 wooden stakes up to my forsaken eyes and quietly slipped them into my heretical skull. I did not feel it yet. I slinked it deeper. It jammed into my brain. I howled like a dying horse, screaming and clawing for the relief that was to come. I was pulled away by some force, horning the horns, as they said to me, Come unto thus, divine prophet, come unto thus and reveal, for you have seen the ether, You, Abraham and White, have seen the ether. Come unto thus. Reward it is. Reward it is. Find yourself. I had heard so many noises, so many voices. I felt a tingling, a salty feeling deep within my heart, a stirring in my legs. The shaking was, the shaking was shaking, the shaking. I can't remember it anymore. My salvation was close. One loud cut, and a rope fell. The floor beneath me fell as well. Some pain, sure. Oh, but it all went away. Eternal sacrifice, eternal peace, eternal life, eternal death, eternal life, and an eternity of suffering. Do you see it? I ask again. Please, please, tell me. Tell me, please. Is anyone there? Peace unto us, Abraham and White. Be glad, be glad, be glad, we say unto thee, our Abraham, our prophet in white. Listen and listen close. You have been blessed. You have been blessed. So that was entry number 3 into my, I guess, video series you would call it. This was Abraham and White. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace.